Ryan opened at the Manhattan Theatre Club under the help of Mandy Greenfield, who is the artistic producer there. And I'd intended to play the best coffee shop gig I could. And I was playing some autobiographical songs in little cafes downtown, and I wanted to know what I was going to say between tunes, and so I wrote down what I was going to say. And Mandy said, "You got a theater show."
I'm singing some other time, but just as a solo rather than a quartet, so it's nice to kind of change it up a little bit. And I was saying it feels totally weird to sing it standing at a different spike on the stage.
I think of this as the most fun award show there is, and that's why I wore my green tie, because they're green.
Having a debut in a play like this, there is nothing like it. I had no idea that I would start off this way. I've been working off and off Broadway and having an amazing time. And when I started working on Rob Askin's play in 2011, I did it because I loved it. We were doing it for free. We were doing a showcase, which is where you give actors a Metro card for their time. There's an energy in the audience that we feel and that we have together.
With this play, I introduced myself to the Broadway community in a really powerful way. It's really what I want to say as an artist. I think it's time that as a Broadway community we address intellectually, culturally important stories and not just choose to entertain our Broadway audiences, but really try to get them to have a real experience about timely topics.
You know, I did a play with Terrence off-Broadway, and that was gift enough, you know, and the fact that he brought me on to do this, I remember he said, well, he said, I have this play, and it's going to be on Broadway, and there's going to be a lot of stars in it, and I'd like you to be in it as well. And he's like, but you should read it first. And of course I was like, I don't care what it is. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, there's no way I'm not going to do this.
I don't know what they're thinking. They keep putting me in these powerful positions, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm cool being barefoot. I'm cool in the third row.
I think about back when Christopher Wheeldon first asked me if I could sing, and I hit the books. I found some Gershwin music, and I went into that audition so nervous. This is a dream of mine that I always wanted.
We wouldn't be doing the shows that we were doing if it weren't for the ballet together. So the fact that there are so many awards is wonderful because so many people can be honoured. You know, we opened on the 12th of April. It's now only June. It's less than 2 months later, and we're involved with all of these wonderful awards.
Most amazing experience of my life. Not only getting to work with Sting and Joe Mantello and John Logan and Stephen Hoggett. I mean, it blew my mind getting to sing Sting's music, and that's been the hardest part about the show closing, is not getting to be immersed in that wonderful music experience every single day. Making sure that I would say everything correctly, and then so on. And that was a little bad Geordie accent there, but...
Well, just believe in themselves, work really hard, care for your fellow performer, and just have a good time.
And you're still having a good time every night?
Still doing it.
I just turn up at work and do it. You know, I eat a lot, I rest a lot, that's about it. I'll only know how I've done it once I've finished the run, I think. Then I'll realise what an amazing ride this job has been for me, particularly here on Broadway. This is our final stop. We've been doing this show for 2 years.
I knew it was important, and I knew that I was in love with it, and I knew that everyone attached with it was in love with it, and that's sort of as far as I ever thought forward. And that's also a credit to the team, to the production team, who allowed us to sort of drown out all the noise and, you know, just focus on doing the work.
It's astonishing, you know. It's the kind of thing that happens to other people. So I'm in a constant state of like shock and being overwhelmed.